Coming up today on This Is True Really News.
We're doing this again?
Yeah. Twice every week.
You would
three
think
times.
by now people would have had enough.
So, a whole hubbub over playing tag at
hubbub-
recess.
The kids' game.
Yes.
Can you pull beards?
And it gets, no, not the kids with the beards. We're not doing, it's not the circus's homeschooling school.
Oh, never mind then.
So, if you like those kind of stories, please like, subscribe,
And really, who
follow.
doesn't?
This is True Really News. And you regulars, make sure you hit that like button every stinking time because it helps us get referred.
And if you have more than one, say, account, not that you do.
But you could.
I mean, if you happen to, just go ahead and hit like with all 17 of them.
That would be nice. Thank you.
I mean, you could have the personality thing going on.
Oh boy, wouldn't that be fun?
Not
Wouldn't
for
it
us,
be interesting to find out all the people who check in with us are
Which
the same
personality-
person?
Well, Jessica, Jess, old fat man, they sound a lot alike.
Well, I'm thinking Chris, Patrick. No, they'd kill each other in there.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Which would leave Jessica, Jess, and
old fat man.
there you are.
Not to mention Targus and a few others like Mr. Martin. So,
Where are we now?
we're at the point where we
hit the
talk
like
to
button.
people about, they've already done that.
Okay.
If you want to send us a story you think we should cover, or if you
it's
want to
that
send
part.
a longer missive, send it to TITR@netradio.network.
And God bless you for your work.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
So, from the Fanucci file, figure Michelle must have been busy because normally my sister-in-law is much more prolific at finding weirdness. Of course. Nope, not going to go there. The silver chain measured, are you ready?
Okay.
10 millimeters, give or take, in width.
Okay.
How big was that, do you suppose, roughly? 10 millimeters. Thank you.
So
It
about
was-
the width of the ring I just showed Tony.
Thank you.
I'm just doing that for the audio listeners,
What?
for the ones who listen only to the audio.
Huh?
Eh,
I got him twice anyway. Where was I now? Oh, the chain, which measured 10 millimeters, about the size of Scott's thingy there, the ring.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice save. Was hit by a 22 caliber bullet that was fired during an argument and would have fatally struck the victim's neck if not for said necklace. Go ahead.
What are the odds?
That's the width.
Yeah, roughly.
Bullet no hitty this, man croaky.
Yep.
Admittedly, it was longer because it's a chain.
Yeah, exactly.
According to the Commerce City Police Department, the item was actually in the right place at the right time, and he suffered merely a puncture wound. Authorities shared a photo on social media showing the bullet lodged in the chain of the necklace with some dried blood in the area. Because really, if you don't have blood with the bullet, people don't care.
Yeah, right. And we can't report on it at that point.
According to the Commerce City PD, their post on Facebook, we don't know what kind of metal this is, but it's likely not pure silver. We looked it up. Silver's pretty soft.
Yes, it
I
is.
believe I speak for the entire world when I go, no duh.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe think twice before you knock a knockoff. Actually,
Yeah, because steel is pretty good.
yeah, stainless steel, could have been titanium.
Yep.
That'd have been pricey.
Yep. Oh, by the way, just in
Yeah.
case we have to use it, I come up with a euphemism for blood.
You have?
Yeah.
Do I want to hear it?
Human essential oil.
Police say the suspect who was arrested at the scene is facing attempted homicide charges. You suck. No identities have been released. No,
Out
you
of it
suck.
on the toilet. Are you happy?
Not as happy as you'd think, but sure. I am Giddius Mediumus,
Oh, my giddy heart.
which is not like Giddius Maximus
Ah.
or Giddius Natidolus.
From Reason.com. A mom recently went to her daughter's Maryland elementary school to ask, why the kids weren't allowed to play tag at recess or even to close their eyes.
Why would you close your eyes when you're playing tag?
Didn't you ever play tag that way? We did.
No. Oh, if you closed your eyes.
Yep.
Okay.
And you chase people around. Everyone had to have their eyes closed.
Yep.
In our version.
How safe that would be.
Totally unsafe. It was perfect. We'd recently transferred from another school district, and my daughter was taken aback by how many rules there were, said the mom, whose name was being kept private to protect her identity. There are indeed a lot of rules at the girls' new school, 4 typed pages. The mom found this out after the school administrator handed her a copy of the Montgomery County Public Schools Playground Supervision Recess Procedures for Playground Aides.
Well, there's 2 pages.
It states, among other things.
Yep.
Are you ready? You sitting down? Baseball and football games are not permitted at any time.
What?
Haphazard running, chasing, and tag games on the blacktop are not permitted.
Where are they permitted?
A student may not begin to swing on rings and bars until the student ahead of him or her has finished. Once they do swing or climb, they must use an opposed thumb grip as opposed to the prehensile tail they have.
There'll be no hanging by your feet, sir.
The rules also instruct playground aides to caution children if it appears that emotions and excitement are mounting to a point where incorrect actions may soon result. This is not the nanny state. This is the mommy state.
Wow.
And it's
I
not
thought
good.
helicopter moms were different.
Yeah. This is not.
Apparently,
this is bad
helicopter
for kids.
school districts are bad.
Yeah, this is really bad for kids. It's terrible for their development. After the mom sent the rules, the Montgomery County office in charge of recess safety was contacted, and they did not respond. It really feels as though we've maybe lost touch with what's developmentally appropriate, says the mom. An administrator who met with the mom explained that the school's primary job. What would you guess the school's primary job would be, Tony? Just
educate the children at the school.
Well, shows how
I'd be
much
wrong
you know,
then, wouldn't I?
Yeah. She explained the school's primary job is to keep children safe at all times.
No, your job is to educate them while keeping them safe, you moron.
The mom disagrees. A school's primary job is to teach children and avoid interfering with their development, says mom.
That's good.
Boston College psychology professor Peter Gray feels similarly. These rules demonstrate no trust at all of the children nor even of the playground supervisor, says Gray, a co-founder for a nonprofit called Let Grow. When we treat people as irresponsible, they become irresponsible. The mom said she felt a bit sorry for the admin who had no say in these rules, just like the kids, and added that today's children really do seem a little rough when they play tag, probably because they've had so little practice at it.
There's a progression here.
Right?
You learn first, refine later.
Occupational.
It's something you'll do in your entire life.
Hang on, I'm about to get to one of those great big words.
Oh, no.
Occupational therapist Angela Hanscom notes that when kids don't move enough, they fail to develop proprioception, which is the ability to know where their body is in space and how much force it needs to do something physical, which is what you said.
Okay, can they do amateurception?
Well, I think it's amateurception before they, develop.
Turn pro.
All the more reason to let kids start adjusting to each other in the easiest, most natural way possible through play. Depriving kids of play in the name of safety is actually dangerous, even more dangerous than 2 kids using the climbing rings at once. Somebody's got to go after that school district hard. That is insane.
They already?
They will not, the children will not develop anything.
They show a picture, right, of a kid riding in a truck, 2024. They're in the side of the cab, climate controlled, seatbelt and shoulder harness. Kids riding the truck, 1974, It's the truck bed.
Yep.
No cover, some rust.
And we're trying to surfboard it.
Wait, one more time. Yeah, that would be out. Teen Wolf now can't be shown, I'm sure.
It's just insane. This is hideous. And this trend has to be turned.
No, this is more like Insidious.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that's true too.
At a sunset fur meet in August.
A what?
Did I stutter?
Maybe.
A sunset fur meet. FURMEET.
I heard you right.
Huntington Beach, California. One furry took offense when a man in street clothes started filming the spectacular on his telephony.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. According to the Toronto Sun, someone in a black wolf costume at a lewd bod. You got to watch Grimm.
Oh, okay.
It's off, for 6 years it ran and I never watched it once. Where was I? It's kind of entertaining.
Good.
And it will show you sides of the Grimm fairy tales you never knew existed and probably never did. Someone in a black wolf costume, asked the filmer to stop. The filmer?
The videoer.
Couldn't it just be ask the man to stop?
Sure, it could be.
Because we all would pretty much know it wasn't some random guy. Listen, he's filming us. Would you stop? So he asked the filmer to stop. That's going to be someone in my first novel.
Quick, were they out in public?
I'm guessing.
They were. Filmer doesn't have to stop.
Oh, it's in California. You never know.
There's no law against it in California.
Sure.
Yep.
What time is it? It is California. He then amplified his message with the megaphone saying, "Leave or we will make you leave," which is always frightening coming from someone dressed as a furry. Mm-hmm. When the filmer... I think Len's filmer is going to be a character in something somewhere.
Ooh, I like it.
When the filmer didn't budge.
That's right.
The Wolof. Help, it's the Wolof. The Wolof hit him over the head with the megaphone.
What, did it go on this way? That wouldn't hurt very much.
But pretty soon, a brawl ensued.
Shocked. I'm shocked. You attack somebody and they don't do anything about it?
But a brawl? With furries?
Ooh, it could be like one of those Hanna-Barbera brawls with little bits of furry flying out and the smoke and the dust. And I'm liking this.
Yeah, but we'd have to have Mel Blanc voice it, and that would be impossible.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll bet, though, if we went through all of his voice work that he did, we could piece one together.
Yeah,
Where were we? Others jumped into the brawl, which was finally broken up by California State Park officers.
What were they dressed as?
Park officers.
Oh, well, how boring.
Yeah, green badges, I'm sure. They don't tell me, though, if any alcohol was involved or if there might be, I don't know, charges pressed in the future. Of course, it is the Toronto Sun.
Okay. I'm digging the Toronto Sun lately. They've been doing a good job.
Really?
Yeah.
It's in Toronto.
I realize, but the Sun has also kind of gone after Trudeau. As they
can't be all bad.
Right. From interestingfacts.com.
Remember we thought his dad was just a joke?
Yeah. We were wrong. His dad.
He was just the setup. This is the punchline.
Worst joke ever.
Jacques Trudeau.
From interestingfacts.com.
Yes.
Via the Wayback Machine, the TITR Wayback Machine. Set it for ancient Greece.
You mean like the stuff that's behind my stove?
No.
Even older?
Greece, the democracy place.
Oh.
Democracy, theater, olive oil, and other bedrocks of Western civilization all got their start with the Greeks. But even some things that might seem like squarely modern inventions have Hellenistic roots.
You said Hellenistic.
I did.
Well, you have to bleep that now?
No. Including the humble vending machine.
Oh, come on. I saw vending machines in that documentary, Flintstones.
In the first century, Greek
The little
engineer,
rock coins.
yeah. In the first century, it's not far from the Flintstones depiction of it. In the first century, Greek engineer and mathematician Heron of Alexandria published a 2-volume treatise on mechanics called Pneumatica. Within its pages, were multiple mechanical devices capable of all types of wonders. A never-ending wine cup.
Wonder's over.
Rudimentary automatic doors.
Could you use a never-ending wine cup with beer?
That would be nice. I'm thinking the rudimentary automatic doors were the ones used in the very first season of the very first Star Trek. Because they had no end of trouble with those if you watch the outtakes.
I don't watch the outtakes. I'm apparently not as big a Star Trek fan as you.
No, you're not. And I don't care. It's fine. You don't have to be. Singing mechanical birds.
Thank you for your permission.
He designed. Oh, you're welcome. I'll send a typewritten letter if that's what
I'd make sure it's signed and notarized.
Okay. Various automata. The world's first steam engine, and a coin-operated vending machine. Heron's invention wasn't made with Funyuns and Coca-Cola in mind, however.
Yeah.
There's the writer being funny. It dispensed. What do you think it dispensed? Just take a wild guess.
I just got it. Onions. Funyuns.
Yeah, there you go.
It dispensed scrolls. I don't know.
Holy water. In Heron's time, Alexandria was a province of the Greek Empire and home to a cornucopia of religions with Roman, Greek, and Egyptian influences. To stand out, many temples hired Heron to supply mechanical miracles, meant to encourage faith in believers. Look at these mechanical birds. Okay, I believe even harder now.
See, I'm thinking it's probably more to bamboozle, but what do I know?
Yeah. Some of these temples also had holy water, and experts believe Heron's vending machine was invented to moderate acolytes who took too much of it. Is there anything worse than somebody taking too much holy water?
Yes. Putting it back.
I will never forget.
Let the reader understand.
My neighbor's younger brother, Fritz, was going, and Mom and Dad were passing the holy water. I was at church with him. Fritz throws his whole hand in. I went, that's our boy. It's dripping down his face. It was like fantastic. The mechanism was simple enough. When a coin was inserted in the machine, it weighed down a balancing arm, which in turn pulled a string, opening a plug on a container of liquid. Once the coin dropped off the arm, the liquid stopped flowing. It would be, count 'em, 1,800 years before modern vending machines began to take shape. Many of them using
they hung around then.
Many of them using the same principles as Heron's miraculous holy water dispenser, which explains probably why slugs worked in them and I could get cigarettes.
Yeah, but it does not explain why things hung up.
That is also true.
Bastards.
I want my holy water.
I paid for holy water.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.